Hey, friends, welcome. Alan Lee here with Honestly Handyman Services out of Sacramento, California. Hold on one sec. All right, got to fix that there. And I'll turn this guy off here. So, hey, how's it going, everyone? Great to see y'all. We are tuning in here on a special Tuesday night. I am announcing the winners of the giveaway from the video from not yesterday, but the Monday before that. So now you can't enter in that if you haven't yet. We were originally giving away one item, and that was the Pro for Show earmuffs. We are giving away 4 items, so pretty exciting. We're giving away the Pro for Show earmuffs. We're giving away some Pro for Show safety glasses, and then we are also giving away 2 T-shirts. So one T-shirt is going to be a custom signed T-shirt. Keep calm, I'm a handyman. This is all Handyman Journey merch, I guess, as you could call it. And then we're also giving away one Ask Me, I'm a Handyman. So we're giving away 4 different items tonight. So that's pretty exciting because we were originally only going to give away 1 item, but now we're giving away 4. So that's pretty exciting. So if you guys are new here and have never tuned into my channel, thank you all so much for tuning in. My name is Alan Lee. I own and operate a handyman business here in Sacramento, California. And really my main mission with this channel is just to help people. When I first started out in this business, there wasn't many people out there to give you advice, practical advice. So I am here trying to offer that to people and helping people start up a handyman business. And also, I really love the community that we got going on here on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys have been with me through a lot. Helped me out, when I had my daughter, had to take some time off work. Also, when one of my coworkers, Frank, got all his tools stolen, you guys were there to help regain all his tools. So been absolutely fabulous. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you guys aren't part of the Facebook group, the Handyman Journey Mastermind group, I would highly recommend you join that. And I'm going to, before we announce the winners here, I'm gonna just say hi to everyone here. If you're new here, tell me, say hi, tell me what your name is, where you're from, and if you have a handyman business or not. I'm going to start answering some of these comments, and then we will be announcing the winners shortly. We're going to allow more people to come on this chat here. So if you joined into the video 2 Mondays ago to win these prizes, make sure you tune in because we're going to be announcing the winners. The winners are going to be written in the comment section below if you're watching this replay. They're also going to be in the description and the first comment of this video. So let's see who we got in the place here. We got John Rambo. What's up, man? He says, keep it up. Please make more videos about repairs and building. Hey, man. Greetings. We got Tracy and Shay. What's up? We got Justin Mooney. We got Eric Lockridge. Hey, now. What's up, man? We got Jerry Satrial. Sorry if I'm butchering that name there, but hey, man. Tony Acosta, David Dillon, Air Repair, Gary O'Connor. What's up, man? We got Anthony Hernandez in the house. What's up? David Elkins. Howdy from Houston, Texas. Let's see. We got Strife 2009. Hey, Lee. We got Francisco from Houston as well. Tracy and Shay says, honestly, what's up from Cape May, New Jersey? What is up, man? Thanks all for tuning in. I really appreciate y'all. Let's see. A Real Handyman Services. What's up out here in Cali? Man, living life, loving it. It's been great. Ray Hefe says Houston life. Ruben Contreras is from Duncanville, Texas. Awesome. Justin Mooney from Birmingham, Alabama. What's up, man? Glad to have you here, Justin. We got Kevin Phoenix from Utah. Utah's a great place. Very beautiful place. We got Ernest Porter from Atlanta, East Side. Was the East Side Renovators. Nice. Casey Cochran from Northern Kentucky with Checkmark Handyman Services. Nice. I like that name, Checkmark. Scott R. What's up? Jesus Felix says, hi, Alan. What's up, man? A Real Handyman Service. Let's do a California Handyman meetup like car show, but handyman. Hey, that reminds me. We are meeting up here in Sacramento. I think up off Folsom Boulevard. Here May, just so I don't butcher the date here. We are meeting up at the end of this month, May 29th. Yeah, May 29th. at a pizza joint off Folsom Boulevard in Sacramento at noon. I think we got like 10 or so guys coming. If you guys want to join, if you're from the Sacramento area and you can make it that day, that'd be great. There's all the information on that is on the Handyman Journey Facebook group, Mastermind Facebook group on Facebook. So be sure to check that out and join in on that. Let us know if you're coming. But yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting up with some other handyman. We got Southern New Jersey cabinet maker Jerry. Awesome. We got Pete the handyman in the house. What's up, Pete? We got Dennis Gonzalez from Maryland. Gary Smith from Texas. Keep up the great work. Brian Cornelius from Phoenix, Arizona here. Good evening, man. Juan Martinez. What's up, man? I just spoke with you yesterday. Dude, glad to have you here, Juan. I spoke with Juan yesterday. He purchased my pricing and marketing course last November, and so we did a one-on-one consultation last night. That was pretty good. So yeah, man, it was great talking with you, Juan. I think you got some great potential. I'm pretty excited for what you're doing down there in Orange County. I think it's going to be exciting. Hector Laura from Albany, California. San Antonio, Texas. Anthony Hernandez. Honestly, we're property maintenance, handyman, and construction on the Jersey Shore. Tracy, awesome. David Elkins, everyone hit the like button. Yeah, the like button would be great, guys. Rogan's up. What's the meetup address? Hey, Hector, I do not have the meetup address in front of me, although I could probably find it. I'll put the meetup information in the comment section and the description below. I don't have it in front of me, but I will definitely get that for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to get that here in a little bit. But anyways, okay. Yeah. So Gary, it is at a pizza parlor. I need to figure that out. Let me figure that out real quick. Just hold on one sec. Let me get this information for you guys off the Handyman Journey Mastermind group here. Facebook. Started typing in Facebook, and I started typing in handyman. So yeah, F handyman. It didn't work very good. You can't search that. Let's see here. Let's go to the Handyman Journey Mastermind group, and let's find out where exactly this thing is. Hey, Tracy and Shay, thanks a lot for the awesome for the money there. Your videos are helped us a great bit, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm so grateful whenever my videos help people out, because in the end, that's what it's all about. So I appreciate you saying that, Tracy and Shay, and thank you so much for the $1.99. I appreciate that. Oh, it's Kevin Phoenix, Kevin Phoenix. Sorry, not Phoenix. It's Phoenix. Sorry, man. Let's see here. Where is that? Let's see. I need to get to the events. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're going to announce the winners here real quick. We're going to announce the winners. Hey, Tony Acosta was first. Hit the thumbs up. So we're going to announce the winners here. We have, let me pull this up here real quick. Okay, so the Sacramento meetup is at Delish Pizza, and that's at 8391 Folsom Boulevard, Suite 4, Sacramento, California. So that's Delish Pizza in Sacramento, California, 8391 Folsom Boulevard, Suite 4 in Sacramento, California, 95826. We're going to be meeting up there Wednesday, May 29th at 12 p.m. And obviously that's Pacific Standard Time because it's in Sacramento. But anyways, okay, let's talk about the winners for this giveaway, because I think that's what some people are here for. So let me pull this up real quick. So first off, we are, crap, I need my phone to, I think I need my, next time do a meetup and greet halfway down here in Southern California, the Crate and Barrel in Barstow. Hey, we could definitely meet in Barstow. What's up, Gino? Hey, Joseph Harris hoping to meet in Sacramento. Dude. Here we go. Come on. Hold on. I'm waiting for my computer to load. Okay. First things first. We got a t-shirt. It is the Keep Calm, I'm a Handyman t-shirt right here. This is a custom t-shirt with the Handyman Journey logo on it. And made by me. Keep Calm, I'm a Handyman. And that, let's see who that goes to. That goes to John Campbell. So if you are John Campbell, what you got to do to basically claim this stuff is oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my video is lagging. Probably because I'm trying to do this. Yeah, probably because I got on Facebook. So, oh, crap. Okay, there I am. Okay, so if you are the winner of this t-shirt, you need to email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com. That all that information will be down in the description below. But John Campbell, congratulations, you won this one. Let's see who won the next one here. Man, sorry that this is lagging, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, good. Okay, here's the winners. Okay, the second winner. So, John Campbell, you win this. Keep calm. I'm a handyman. Email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com to no, Serge did not win yet. Okay, second winner is these safety glasses, Pro Force Show safety glasses, and I know you're in the house. These Pro Force Show safety glasses right here. Anthony Hernandez. Congratulations, you win these Pro Force Show safety glasses. Great safety glasses. I made a video on these a while back. These are put out by our sponsor, Pro Force Show. So, Anthony Hernandez, safety glasses. Email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com. All right. Third winner is Gary Smith. Gary Smith. And you win Ask Me, I'm a Handyman t-shirt. Now, I hope that you guys all, these are all medium shirts, so hopefully you fit, right? Ask Me, I'm a Handyman. Gary Smith. Congratulations. Email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com. So last but not least, the awesome giveaway here is the Pro Force Show Maximum Hearing Protection Earmuffs. This is also put together by our sponsor, Pro Force Show. Incredibly blessed to have them on the channel. The winner of this is Dustin Jameson. Dustin Jameson, if you are in here, go ahead and email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com. Congratulations, you just won some Pro Force Show earmuffs. But if you don't email me, there's no way I can win. Or there's no way you can win. So I'm going to put this up here. I don't think that you guys can read this. This might be backwards. Yeah, this might be completely backwards because it's like in a camera, right? But this says John Campbell, Anthony Hernandez, Gary Smith, and Dustin Jameson. So if you won, if your name is one of these four people, email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com. All right. We got those winners out of the way. So congratulations, guys. Congratulations. So let's go ahead and chat. Let's talk a little bit about, what's been going on this week. What has been some of your guys' wins? What have been some of your guys' losses? I would love to share with you guys a little bit about what's going on in my business too. I've had a whole lot go on lately. We've hired our first official employee, so that's pretty exciting, as well as create other systems that have been working out fabulous, that have been absolutely amazing. Hey, David Elkins, thank you so much for the $2, man. I appreciate it. He says, keep up the great work. David, I really appreciate you. You keep up the great work too, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Man, you guys are so incredibly generous. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate this community. You guys are fabulous. So, yeah, I'd love to chat with you guys a little bit about handyman business and what you guys have been up to. What has been some of your wins? What has been some of your losses? I know some things that have worked for me lately and some things that have not. So I'd love to share those. But let's go ahead and get into these comments. So Anthony Hernandez says, great, I need those. Don't have any. Dude, awesome, man. Well, go ahead and email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com, and I'll definitely send those to you. Congrats to all the winners for sure. And thank you all so much for chiming into this video and, entering into this competition. That's great. So, oh, it's not backwards. Okay, so you guys can actually read this. That's great. Perfect. These are the winners. Perfect. See, I'm really high budget here. Like I'm real fancy here. Just write this on a piece of paper. Let's see here. Unfortunately, I'm a 2XL. LOL. Thanks for putting this on and congratulations to all. Well, Gary, you're gonna get a T-shirt anyways, and I'll sign it too. So you're gonna get a medium T-shirt. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. You can hang it up on your wall if you want. But congratulations, Gary. Thanks for doing the giveaways. Yeah, Scott, man, I love doing giveaways. I love giving back to you guys. You guys give so much to me. I really love you guys' input on every video. Like, it's great. That's why I make these videos, so I can learn. Like, there's a lot of guys out there that are way more skilled than me in any of this. And I'm not afraid to say that, you know. I put the videos out, so hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes, and I can learn something as well, you know, like that's how I learn. So I'm not, you know, I'm not sad that I make mistakes and that you guys call me out on. I really appreciate it, actually. So, okay, Justin Mooney says, my website, magiccityhomerepair.com, is only a couple days away from launching. Dude, exciting, Magic City Home Repair. That's exciting, Justin. Congratulations. Juan Martinez says, my first estimate was a bust. She called me for a dryer vent cleaning, checked it out, and it was squeaky clean. Maybe next time. Well, Juan, all you can do is, you know, really just check it out for him. You know, give him peace of mind that it's clean, you know. So that's good that you you know, stood behind your integrity and told her that. I think she'll definitely respect that and hopefully call you back the next thing she needs. So but Juan, when do you have another estimate coming up? Do you got another one coming up? Hey, David Elkins, I appreciate you saying I do awesome work. I try. I definitely do. Roderick Reed says, I appreciate your enthusiasm each time you do videos. You have good energy. Hey, thanks, man. I really try and, you know, give it my all. That's what it's about. Hey, Gary says, awesome. I'll hang it in the man cave. Exciting, man. That's awesome, bro. I appreciate that. So what have you guys been up to this week? What kind of work have you guys been doing? You know, what kind of jobs you've been doing? You've been, you know, hanging ceiling fans. What have you guys been doing? Got a lot of estimates going on. What are some things that you've been learning in your business, or what are some things that you want to know about, you know, running a handyman business or growing one? That's really what my focus has been lately, is growing a handyman business. As you can see on YouTube, I've kind of stepped back a little bit from teaching because I'm really focusing on growing and planting new seeds. I know I shared with you guys this last year, but that's really been my you know, my focus lately is really been planting seeds and growing the business. You know, I've made strides. I've hired my first employee. I'm looking at hiring my second one. And I have a lot of new systems and procedures out there that really help establish my business. And so it's been great, you know. Juan Martinez says, I have 2 estimates tomorrow morning. Dude, that's exciting. That's great. What are the estimates? Scott R says, I'm just getting started at this and all the knowledge is great, and you have an awesome attitude about everything also. Dude, thanks, Scott. I really appreciate it. That's very nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Oh, I got 1 down like. Look at that. I wonder who that's from. You know, there's always at least one person that down likes all my videos, so that's kind of funny. But, you know, Juan Martinez says, has charging hourly helped more than before? Yeah, you know, I really like charging hourly. I know a lot of people dislike it. I know, you know, the handyman just made a video regarding markup and not charging hourly. And that's great. You know, I mean, it's whatever works for you. He's a very knowledgeable guy and knows a whole lot, and definitely sounds like he makes a lot of money. So that's great. For me personally, charging hourly has worked really well, especially for creating systems for my new independent contractors to work under. I mean, it's a whole lot easier to help them learn how to estimate stuff when it's just an hourly rate. It's super easy. You don't have to kind of, but you know, as you go and as you get more, like there are times where, like, say when I do sprinkler valves, you know, I will charge someone, I'll charge a flat rate for that, you know, basically. So I'll charge by the job for that rather than hourly, just because I know how long those take. I know the variables that might ensue in the job. But more complex jobs like, you know, I don't know, like installing a sink that has a bunch of tile around it or something with a lot of variables. It's definitely a lot easier to go hourly, because you can definitely, if you end up going over your original hourly estimate, you can definitely bump that up easier than you could if you just did a flat rate job. Like ceiling fans, you know, I'll charge, you know, those are by the job all day long, not hourly. Because if I charge those by hourly, I wouldn't be getting as much money as I should for them, because I could knock them out in about a half an hour. But I typically charge, you know, $125, $150 per ceiling fan. So, you know, it all depends. But when you first start out, it's definitely, for me, helpful to start in an hourly basis. It's definitely duplicatable to charge hourly, because when you're training someone like I have personally, the independent contractors, how to estimate and how to price, it's a whole lot easier just to present them with an hourly wage rather than trying to know all these variables in your head, if that makes sense. So that's personally why I do it. A lot of people don't do it. Perfectly fine. You know, it's whatever works best for you. There's really no right or wrong in that. So that's kind of how I do it. Let's see here. So yeah, that's estimate. Sorry, that was kind of a long-winded thing. Tracy and Shay, ceiling fans, pre-hung doors, and coating fiberglass decks. Oh, and pressure washing. Awesome. That's great work. I'm doing a pre-hung door tomorrow, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. So that's pretty cool. I don't really do any pressure washing, so that's pretty cool that you got into that. I think that would be pretty lucrative if you had a pressure washer and could just go around and do it. Justin Mooney says, been applying self-leveling concrete caulk today. I like that stuff. Writing a blog post now. Dude, awesome. What's your blog post on, Justin? That's great. Roger Reed says, how do you learn a new job you haven't tackled yet? That's a good question. Really, what jobs come down to is really knowing how something should work. That's the biggest thing. Is it if you know how something should work, or if you have an idea of how it should work, then you can pretty much take it apart and fix it. That's kind of my whole basis, my whole philosophy for everything, right? If you know that a wheel, for instance, is supposed to roll, right, and it's not rolling, well, then you can probably figure out what's going on with it, right? You know, it might be out of round. It might have a flat tire if it's a rubber inflated tire. You know, there might be a few other things in it. There might be a bad bearing, or, you know, like you can kind of envision how things are supposed to work, like a ceiling fan that doesn't spin. Like, for instance, me and Frank, we went out on a job last week, and it was a lady who said, my ceiling fan just stopped running one day. And so we went up there, and the first thing we did was we tried to spin it ourselves, and it just went, you know, and then the next thing you can see that the ceiling fans were sitting on the actual light kit for the ceiling fan. So for some reason, and you could actually lift the fan blades up off of the light kit. So for some reason, the ceiling fans had sagged down and are now rubbing on the light kit, if you can envision that. So again, it's just, how is a ceiling fan supposed to work? What's it doing? What can we do to fix it? So then we took the ceiling fan apart. We found that there was a set screw that holds all of the blades in place, and that had just come loose and allowed the fan blades to sit lower. So really, we just moved the fan blades up, retightened the set screw. It had a little set pilot hole in it, and then put the ceiling fan up. So it was really no big deal. But so that's all stuff that, like, I've never tackled that before. I've never seen fan blades that have come loose like that in that specific instance. But we were able to figure it out just because we knew how it should work. And just diagnosis, that's simple diagnosis. But anyways, that's kind of how my mind works, if that makes any sense. Sorry for the long-winded stuff. How about episode on California taxes and city-state rates and forms to file? Yeah, taxes are a big thing. I personally hire out my taxes. I have a tax guy that does my taxes, but that's definitely a huge topic. Maybe we'll get into that one day. Again, like I said, I'm not really into too much teaching as of right now. I'm learning. I'm more learning right now. So I'm in your guys' boat too, still trying to figure that out. Gino Favorito says, buying a new house, have to run 800 feet of Stockdale fence. Do I need to concrete posts in? I would concrete the posts. Yeah, definitely. Gary Smith says, I've been doing a lot of fence and gate repair, ornamental iron restoration. Dude, awesome. That's pretty cool. I love doing fence and gate repair. That's some good money and fun work. You know, it feels like when you get done, like, you know, cutting wood and nailing and screwing stuff in, like, you feel like you've done a good honest day's work. So that's pretty great. Scott R says, I'm thinking about calling my business Cajun Fixer. Hey, that works. That works, man. Yeah, I would definitely do concrete. Joseph Harris says, do you get complaints about how much you charge per hour? Joseph, actually, I just got my first complaint, a bad Yelp review. Actually, I'll be talking about it in the video the vlog that's coming out next Monday. Be talking about this bad review that I got. This lady thought thinks I charge way too much for what I do. And I'll definitely be getting into that in the vlog. So make sure that you watch that vlog next Monday. That's going to be a pretty good one. But yeah, I just had I've been dealing with that the last few days, actually. So that's funny that you ask. And it's been stressful. You know, it's been stressful. But most people, you know, are perfectly fine with the $90 an hour. They're perfectly fine with it because they understand that that's what it takes to run a business, you know. But some people out there, they are lowballers and they only want to find the lowest price. They want to hire the handyman for $15, $20 an hour, which That's not going to work, you know, because if you get 15, 20 bucks an hour, you're saving 36% for taxes and other stuff. There's no way that you can run a profitable business. And then you got to pay yourself on top of that. So yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. You got to make decent money. And that's why it's important to figure out how much you're making, what you need to make as a handyman. And that's also why I think that the video I made yesterday is in marking of materials. That's why I think it's very important to figure out how much you need to mark of materials. Because if you don't know what your actual expenses are, what your costs are, there's no way you can know if you're actually making enough money to survive. I know a lot of times, like, say you do a job for 500 bucks and, you know, materials are $250. So you get a $250 check at the end of the day. You feel like a winner. You're like, yes, I made $250. That's so great. Because I used to do this all the time, because at my old job, I was making 20 bucks an hour. So $180 a day, right? When I did my first $225 day or $250 day in the handyman business, I'm like, yes, I'm making it. Like, I'm so rich. You know what I mean? But really, you got to 36% of that goes to taxes. Then you got to pay yourself. And then you got all this other overhead. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you're making maybe $10, $12 an hour. You know, like, you have to know what your expenses are. You have to document how much money you're getting in, how much money's going out. And that's the whole thing about marking up materials. I know it's a kind of a controversial topic, but you got to know exactly how much to mark up materials, because if it costs you this, what is it actually costing you in gas and time, in overhead to get to the store and things like that? Like, you don't know unless you document it. So, sorry, that's a long answer to that question. Yes, charging hourly. Yes. I'm a low voltage data tech for Houston Methodist Hospital. We do all the data, telecom, and cameras wiring and install for them. Dude, that's awesome, David. That's some great stuff. That's pretty cool. Wiring in the cameras and telecom. That's great. Yeah, Gino, that's gonna be a lot of concrete, but sounds like you need it. Yeah, 2 bags per hole. I would recommend that. That'd probably be good. Juan Martinez says, have you read the exemption law that Handyman Answers found online? Have you? Yeah, I have read that. I have looked into it. It really doesn't change the way I do business. I mean, what I found is no one in California really seems to know what the California handyman law is, because it's interpreted so many different ways. There's a lot of gray area in it. So I just stick to what I believe, and I just try and be honest and work with integrity. So yeah. So Samantha Mayamone says, I charge by footage or per thing. I leave that up to the homeowner or builder. It's definitely making money. My wife does it. Made $600 in 4 hours today. That's awesome. In pressure washing. That's great. Gino, about $20,000 or $800 of cedar fence, stick built here, 2 feet deep, and 80 pounds per hole. But it will depend on where you are. Yeah, definitely. So building a fence for sure. Serge says, how did the ceiling fan go again? It went it went, and then if you spin it forwards and it goes and then you spin it backwards, it goes oh boy, you guys are cracking me up. Okay, Justin Mooney says, writing about common painting problems and solutions. I like to focus on carpentry and finishing. Awesome. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little bit behind here. Roderick says, I appreciate you answering that. You are very welcome, Roderick. I appreciate you asking that. Let's see. Yeah, man. So I appreciate you asking that. Great question about how to tackle jobs that you don't know how to do, for sure, or that you've never done before. Marilyn Young says, how do you schedule several projects in one day when you don't know exactly how long each job will take? That's the hardest part, Marilyn. That's a great question. Super hard. Scheduling it's one of the hardest things next to pricing. I mean, it's very hard, because you go in and you say you price a job for 2 hours. What if that job takes you 3 hours and you have a job right after that? Typically what I do is I set my first job at 8 or 9 in the morning, and then I do another job at 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And then if I get done early at the 8 or 9 o'clock morning appointment, I will text the afternoon appointment and say, hey, I'm running a little bit early. Do you mind if I come early? And most of the time they're cool if they're home. So then I just go start that early. And then if I get done at 3, then I'll go do some estimates or go to Home Depot, do some returns. So I don't try and overbook myself. If you book like 4 or 5 jobs in a day that are just like, you got a first job is at 8, you got to be done at 10, then you go to your next job at 10:15, and then, and then driving to the job. That's something you got to really take into account too. That takes some time. So if you have a job like 30 minutes away from the next one, you got to account that for the, so yeah, you could definitely overbook yourself very easily, but it's very important to know your limits and know what you're doing. If you think you can handle 3 jobs in a day, then by all means do that. But for me, I personally do 2 jobs in a day. Sometimes 3. It all depends. If it's a real quick job, I'll do 3 jobs, and then some estimates as well in there. Great question though, Marilyn. Good evening, man. North Georgia Handyman. Good evening. Desay H says, what tools did you start off with? I started off with some Milwaukee M8s, just an impact driver and a drill. And then I had the essential hand tools, hammers, sockets, screwdrivers, things like that. But and then I had those M8 drills. They lasted for a while until they just could not do a job that I needed them to do. So I used the profits from the job I just finished to go and buy a new Milwaukee M18 impact driver. That was the best thing I ever bought. That was pretty awesome. Let's see here. Handyman Aaron says, do you have magnets on your work truck? And if so, where did you get them? Yeah, so I have 2 magnets, one on the driver, one on the passenger. I'll probably maybe be wrapping my truck and trailer soon. I know that's down the road, might be a year or so. But I do have the magnets. I got them from Vistaprint. Tracy and Shay says, tell her to hire someone else then. Let's see. Gino Favorito says, oh boy, 20,000. Well, looks like my offer will go down. LOL. Thanks, Gary. Roderick Reed says, yeah, what's up? North Georgia Handyman. I could work at McDonald's for $15 an hour. For sure. For sure. Right. So how much do you want to make as a handyman? How much do you need to make as a handyman? Because you could work at McDonald's for $15 an hour. You got to think about this stuff. Good video about marking up materials. Hey, Roderick, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. That is material and labor. Use it to negotiate. Tracy and Shay says the video on material markup was great. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Can't work for free, Jim Campbell says. For sure, for sure. Joseph Harris says, I definitely will. That's exactly what I have been dealing with. Customers always want the 15 an hour guy. But my reply being cheap labor isn't skilled, and skilled work ain't cheap. Very true. Hourly rate. My hourly rate is $90 an hour with a 2-hour minimum. Hey, dude, that's exciting. Just about to launch my business in Jersey. That's exciting. A little nerve-wracking, too. Juan Martinez says, you're frozen. Sorry, I'm lagging. I'm sorry, guys. Have you removed popcorn ceilings? No. I typically do not mess with popcorn ceilings. Cape May. On average, how much actual $90 billable hours do you average per week? Great question. I can figure that out for you. No, I can't right here. Sorry, guys. Where did that go? I can't figure that out right here because where did it go? That's not me. Oh, I can't find it anymore. I can't find that. So I cannot pull it up right now because I am on this live video, but I just lost this live video that I can't see anymore. So I wonder where it's at. Google Hangouts is not here. Okay. Well, I can't see anything. So hopefully you guys can see me because I can't see anything. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Let's see. Can you guys still see me? Maybe. I don't know. Can you guys still see me? Because I can't see you. So Roderick Reed says, do you feel your logo and truck play a role in your customer's presentation? Definitely. Yeah, having a high-quality logo definitely makes you feel or makes you seem more professional for sure, and your truck as well. I've had a lot of people, they even look in my trailer and they're like, oh yeah, you know, you got it going on. If they see your trailer and your truck all messy and looking horrible, they're most likely not going to want to deal with you. Because I mean, when you drive down the street and you see like a crappy old dented up pickup truck driving, you know, what are your thoughts of that person? You know, like, I mean, do you think of them as a professional handyman or what I call a dandy man? You know, and I know, you know, we're not trying to judge a book by its cover, but it's like there are the way things are presented, and it's very important to look into that and know what your customer's thinking, because oftentimes if you think that, the customers are also going to think something very similar. So Google Hangouts. Let's see here. Has anyone ever called for service out of your area? What do you tell them when you can't do it? Yeah, definitely. I've had many people call from out of service and out of the area. And basically I just say, sorry, unfortunately, we are unable to help you because you are out of our service area. So no big deal. Let's see. Thank you for Vistaprint direction. Yeah, Vistaprint works great. M18 fuel is all. Yeah, man, I love M18 fuel. Do you know anything about TaskRabbit? Never heard of TaskRabbit, so sorry, I do not. Let's see. Marilyn Young says, what kind of handyman jobs do you turn down? So typically, well, you know, we abide by the law here in California. So in California, it says, you know, that you cannot do projects over $500. So if we get a bathroom remodel or a kitchen remodel, we turn that down, obviously. We also turn down, I personally turn down painting jobs, but I have independent contractors that I send that out to. If there's, you know, I mean, it all depends. We pretty much take whatever comes to us as long as it's within the law. Like water heaters, we don't do because you need a permit for them. And technically here in California, you can't do anything that requires a permit unless you are a contractor. So, yeah, I can't see this live video. I don't know what the heck's going on, but apparently you guys can see me, so that's all good. Oh, we see you. Okay, thanks. I'm glad you guys can see me because I can't even see myself. I don't know what the heck's going on. Desay says, I like how matter-of-fact your videos are. Super transparent and very helpful. Thanks, and keep it up, man. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Juan Martinez, I just told someone that their town was not currently in our service area. Yeah, that's what I do. I actually have a whole map like laid out. So I have a whole map like circled into the towns that I work in. So, and we have that actually, let's see, do I have that here? I do. Here's our service area, if you guys are interested. These are all just a map of all the zip codes, and then with the towns, and then it kind of circles. I've circled this myself, so it's not very perfect. It just circles what towns we work in and what towns we do not. We are actually looking at expanding kind of out this way. We have an independent contractor that's going to be, hopefully going to be starting with us here in the next 2 weeks or so. And he's going to be covering all this area. So that's really going to expand our area. We also have another independent contractor that's going to be up here that'll hopefully expand us this way. So that's super exciting. But it's important to know what your service area is and really sit down and define where you want to work and where you do not. Some of these places like down here, it's really not that far from us, but traffic getting there is absolutely horrible because there's no freeway to get over there. So you got to take one road, and that road is horrible. So you got to know exactly where you want to work, why you want to work there, why you don't want to work there, and not be afraid to tell your customers, sorry, we don't work in that area. That also, you know, ties into being profitable and things like that. Let's see here. Anthony Hernandez says, hey, Alan, hope you got my address. Having problems with my iPad. Please let me know. Thank you. Let me check. I'm not sure. Yep, Anthony, I got you right here. We will definitely get that out to you. I didn't get anyone else. So if you haven't emailed me at handymanjourney@gmail.com to win these prizes, go ahead and do that before the night's over. You're still there, no problems with the feed. The way I see it, you get what you pay for: cheap labor, low quality work, higher costs, higher quality work. So true, man. So true. Right now, New Jersey, moving to central New Jersey. Roger Creed says, how do you deal with your physical security when going into strangers' homes? I've never really thought about that. You know, I've had one job where I went into her home and she was in a real janky part of town. And she was telling me that, you know, her house has gotten broken into and she wants me to put all these locks on the doors because she's afraid someone just broke into her garage a little while ago. And there was really nowhere for me to park my truck and trailer. So I ended up turning that job down just because of the location. For one, there was nowhere to park my truck and trailer in front of her house. It was a duplex. And there was just I had to park my truck and trailer way over there. And there was I just wasn't getting the right vibe from the neighborhood. So I definitely turned that one down just because there was nowhere safely to work, you know. Let's see. South Jersey, what's up? Tracy and Shay says absolutely about the vehicle. We have a 2014 F450 and a 2013 Excursion that started as a 2013 F350. I know everyone doesn't have that to start, but our vehicles represented for sure. They represent our company for sure. This guy, Technomech Inc. says, Lee, do you work in Woodland or Davis? I do not work in Woodland or Davis. No, that's a little bit too far out for me. Joe Sykes says, enjoying watching most of your videos from Tampa. Awesome, man. I appreciate that. Marilyn Young says, if you refer work to another contractor, i.e. painting, do you get a referral fee? Yeah, so these independent contractors that I have on my team, they are all independent contractors. They're independent, but they also do work for Honestly Handyman. So yes, we have a percentage fee worked out where they get a certain percentage of the labor. I get a certain percentage of the labor. I currently have me and then 2 other independent contractors. WF Drum says, so you're basically a black belt at being a handyman now, honestly. Pretty much. No, I'm not. There's so much to learn for sure. Gino Favrito says, sorry for my personal networking here. No, dude, no worries, man. This is great. I'm glad that you guys are connecting. That's perfect. Pablo P says, hey, Alan, Lee, sorry, man. I was working, just finished bidding 3 houses for paint. Dude, that's awesome, Pablo. Great to have you here. A. Rodriguez says, do you split 50-50 with the independent contractors? And do you worry about them taking customers if they leave the company? Thinking of expanding Underdog Handyman in Atlanta. Dude, great question. We have a certain percentage worked out, and the independent contractor starts out at a certain percentage when they're in training, and then they move up to a certain percentage, and then the percentage goes up from there. But yeah, it is somewhere around there. I don't want to discuss the exact, costs or price and things like that because everyone's in a different boat and they're all at different places. But it all depends on our relationship, how the jobs go, how many jobs you do, things like that. But yeah, I would love to chat with you more, Rodriguez, for sure. Marilyn Young says, if you start working on a job and have to run to Home Depot to get some materials for that job, do you charge the customer your hourly rate while you are running to Home Depot? No, I do not, unless they know that it is an hourly job and it's part of my hourly gig to go to Home Depot. Typically, it's not like that. Typically, my hourly charge is only when I'm at the job. So that's why I do such a markup, as I've explained in the video yesterday. Because when I'm running to Home Depot, I'm not on the clock typically, so I'm not getting paid for that time. So that's why I'm doing the markup. Tony Acosta says, do you buy high-end fixtures or middle of the road for the customers? Typically, Home Depot is the only thing we do for fixtures. If they want something more fancy, then they buy it themselves. I've had people buy fixtures online. But if they want me to supply something, I'll typically have them choose one from Home Depot or Lowe's, whatever they want. And then if they want a specific one, they can order it. I'll pick it up, or I can just pick it up for them, whatever they would like. Great question, though. Pablo P says, that's a worry for me sometimes, losing jobs from subs has happened. Yeah, that's subs. It's a little bit different. This is independent contractors where they are working with our company. So as part of our agreement, I mean, we have, it's very important to document everything. So when I first start independent contractors, I have them fill out a form basically agreeing to terms and conditions and things like that. And one of them is that you cannot take Honestly Handyman's clientele. But they don't. We have great people working for us that I would not be concerned stealing customers, because they are fabulous guys that really work with honesty and integrity. So that's super great. But yeah, great question. Great question. Roger Reed says, do you feel you can operate as a handyman anywhere now, knowing the business? I would say yeah. I mean, I think if I move to a new city, it might be a little difficult, but I think I could definitely figure it out, because the whole thing that you got to figure out is marketing, really. And marketing works differently in every city, every state that you go into. Yelp works really well in Sacramento, California. I think it's because it's such a big population here that it just works really well. If you go to some smaller towns, I don't know, like a small town in Ohio or Kansas or something like that, Yelp might not be as pertinent and might not be as lucrative of a place to advertise your business. So you have to look into other forms of advertising. I know that one form that works really well is going door to door with hangers. Well, it depends on what your ratio is. I mean, if you put out 500, you might get 2 to 5 callbacks or whatnot. But at the end of the day, that's an all right comeback for passing out flyers. But it all depends. It's just figuring out which. It's all about figuring out which marketing system works best in your town. But yeah, I definitely think that you could go out and probably make a killing in whatever town you go into. I mean, that's really the plan and the long-term vision for Honestly Handyman Services, is to really be nationwide and maybe even worldwide. We want to be just a household name, where when you go to a friend's house and you're talking before dinner and you're like, hey, what handyman do you use? Honestly Handyman. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to be the ones that you think of when you think of a handyman business. Because right now, at least in our town, right, you have certain things, like when you think of a heating and air company, you think of Bonnie or Blue Mountain, or like there's a few other heating and air companies. And same with other things like but when you think of a handyman business, the first thing you think of is, oh, my sister's cousin or my sister's husband's brother does handyman work, or he did it 10 years ago. Maybe we'll give him a call. Like you think of just some guy, showing up at your house with some ripped jeans and, maybe like super stubble on his face, smoking a cigarette. You don't think of, there's no like go-to handyman business. And that's what I want Honestly to be. So that's kind of the plan here. Let's see. Great question, Roderick. David Elkin says, do you have a minimum hour charge, or do you just charge for the time you take to do the work? So yes, we do have, it's $90 an hour with a 2-hour minimum. So minimum charge is $180. That's if you stick to the charging of that. So what we typically tell people is we charge an hourly rate with the 2-hour minimum so that we could best maximize our time and their dollar. So that's a good script. If you guys want to write that down, say when you call some, or when they call you, they're like, what's your hourly rate? Like, our hourly rate is $90 an hour with the 2-hour minimum. And we charge that so that there at your home, we can maximize our time and your dollar. So if you have any more work that we could do in those 2 hours, go ahead and write us a list. And you know what happens? Like, oftentimes they'll have like, say, a kitchen faucet that needs to be installed, and they'll come up with a few other jobs, and they'll end up giving you like 4 hours worth of work, just because you made that upsell into a 2-hour minimum. So a 2-hour minimum is very important, because it really establishes you as not only caring about your pocketbook, but you care about their pocketbook. You want to maximize their money and your time. So that's why you do the 2-hour minimum. So that, for me, that's been really important. Yeah, a non-compete. That's what it's called. Jerry says, word of mouth and good work best for me. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Google. Word of mouth and Google work best for me. Yeah, Google works great. And word of mouth. That's huge. You got to have people talking about you. Yeah, so Tracy says Cape May is a very small town. 85% of my work is referral. That's a great place to be. When people are talking about you, that is an awesome place to be. What percentage of your jobs come from referrals, repeat business? I would say right now, I mean, I haven't really calculated that. We have it all listed out. I just need to calculate it, but I would say maybe, well, let's see. I guess on a monthly basis, probably 40, maybe 40, 45% of our business is referrals or repeat business. I mean, referrals don't really, I mean, you know, that could be, yeah. So repeat business is probably 40, 45%. But yeah, we got 3 guys out there working for us. So they've been pretty busy. So a lot of those may be referrals as well. They either find us on Yelp, Google, or referrals for sure, and through our website. I need to figure out how to get Google Hangouts up here back because I can't see myself. I don't even know how to end this thing. I don't think it's here. Let's see here. We got a question. How long after you started did you get your truck and trailer? So I always had a truck. I had a truck even before I started this business. I personally think trucks are the way to go for anything. I think if you have a teenager in the house, they should learn how to drive a truck, and their first vehicle should be a truck. I mean, because I think a car is just a car, but a truck is a tool that you can use for anything. So a truck is important. I got my trailer probably 3 or 4 months into my business, I would say. Before that, I was just operating out of the back of my truck. It was horrible. You know, every night I'd have to bring my stuff in or back my truck into the garage. And especially when it rained, back my truck into the garage or bring everything in. It was horrible. Gino, yeah, marketing is the hardest part for sure. I would definitely look at every aspect of marketing that you can in your area. I have a great marketing course at handymanjourney.com that you could definitely check out. It's helped many people. But marketing is very important to figure out what works best in your area. That's the most important. Tracy and Shay says, we also do a lot of dock repair, which is huge here on the island. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a great idea. I like that. Okay. I need to figure out how to bring Google. I need to figure out how to bring the Google Hangouts up. So I'm going to try and bring this up. And if it doesn't work, it may cancel, y'all. And I'm sorry. Oh, resume. There it is. Okay, I found it. Now I can actually see myself. Let's see. Is it going to come up? Okay, we got David Elkins. Oh, okay. Hey, I can see myself. Hello. Yeah, okay. A little tip for those who work in attics during the summer: carry duct tape and remove AC vent duct from register in the area you're working in. Then use the duct tape to reattach it when done. Huh, makes sense. Hey, what's up, Alan Hackett? What's up, man? Yes, my 16-year-old son just got his first pickup truck, 99 F350, 7.3. Shoo! Can't go wrong with a 7.3. Tracy, that's awesome. Man, I'd love me a 7.3 liter. Those are some great vehicles. Some great engines in those, man. That's awesome. Yeah, reattach it, David Elkins. That's a great idea. So I don't know if I'm gonna join this. Oh, I'm already in. No, I don't want to end that. Okay. All right. So I've been here for a little while, guys. I got to get going. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. If you guys won any of these giveaways, remember to email me at handymanjourney@gmail.com to claim this prize, and I will get this sent to you. I will put all the winners down in the comment section and the description below. So, yeah, here are the winners again. We got John Campbell, Anthony Hernandez, Garry Smith, and Dustin Jameson. So if you won, email me, handymanjourney@gmail.com, and we will get this sent out to you. So thank you all so much for tuning in. If you haven't yet, click the like button. I would really appreciate it. New vlog coming out on next Monday. It's going to be a great one. Going to be about pricing and tackling all my pricing issues and talking about what my price is and how I figured it out. So that's going to be a great one. Great vlog. Let's see. Thanks, Alan. Have a good night. God bless. Thank you for the advice this evening. You're welcome. Have a great evening, and thanks for the videos. You're very welcome. Thanks for all the knowledge. You're welcome. David Elcombs, you need duct sealant and to attach to the duct properly. Okay. Bye, Black Belt Handyman. You're awesome. I'm not a Black Belt Handyman for sure. There's a lot better out there. We really appreciate it. Thumbs up. He worked for it, wasn't handed to him. That's awesome, man. That's great. That's really good to have the kids work for what they get. The concrete log was epic. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Thank you. Good night. Tony Costa says, just put in a mirror. Just put a mirror in front of you. That's a good idea. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. New video next Monday. Like this video if you haven't. Subscribe to this channel. If you're not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're thinking. You need to subscribe to this channel so you get notified. And don't forget the Sacramento, California meetup Wednesday, May 29th at 12 p.m. I'll have that information in the description below. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, guys.